Are we under your channel or Jay's channel?
One under mine. I don't have Jay's stuff, so we're just rolling with this. And if he gets his channel, if he gets his internet back up and rolling, we can flip back to his channel. It's okay with me. But if he doesn't get his internet rolling, and he has to do hangouts from his phone, we'll be here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hope everybody finds their way back in here. Jay's having trouble with his internet service, so it's giving him a little bit of a fit. And since we're a nation, we decided to get another stream back up for everybody.
That was me, sorry.
That's all right. Welcome back, Ed.
Yep, we're here.
Angry said he wants some of your pineapple, Stacy.
There you go.
Currently, Jay is on the phone with his internet provider, and Nate had to take a restroom break, and Justin had to do a couple things. So here we are. We're back and rolling again. So.
Yeah, just as Jay started his stream, the skies got super dark here and it started thundering. Not 5 minutes. Bright, sunny, shiny, everything again.
You can't be having Kansas weather over there in Ohio now. Just knock that right off.
I'm telling you. I was waiting for my pizza guy to come, and I was figuring he might not come if it was storming.
Thank you, Lucky. You're awesome, brother. I'm hoping maybe that we get Doug and a few other people to come back into the chat. I guess we'll wait and see.
I'm here. That's all I care about.
Well, you're always here, Ed. You're a cornerstone of our community, brother.
I try to be.
Hey, Matt, I don't have your cheeseburgers. Would you like me to get you some?
They're in paradise. Cheeseburger in paradise.
They say there's 4.5 servings of pineapple chunks in this one can. They must be feeding rabbits or something to them.
I say it's all perspective on whose serving it is. That's why I buy the family size stuff.
Well, I ate all the pineapples, so here's a fender for a new Toyota car.
Me and you, Tablet. Me and you.
Welcome back, Nader.
I heard him, but I don't see him.
I lost my glasses. I can't see.
Charging. No, I'm not.
I gotta find my glasses.
Charging. Sweet.
Hey, Nate, I turned on the light for you. Can you see now? Get the light on. You see?
There, that's better. Ow! Ow!
Did you see the light?
Ran slap into the camera.
I got the light on for you. Can you see it?
Walk into the light.
Hey, what happened? The tractor, like,
You see the light?
stream and you got on yours?
Yeah, tractor's internet crapped out again
Okay.
with a brand new modem.
I like, I come back in, I was like, where is everybody?
What's up, Matt?
I just took a pain pill. My tooth's starting to calm down a little bit. I'm able to talk.
That sucks,
I'll
man.
take care of the suit for you.
I wish somebody could knock it out. You can get it.
Hey, Doug, look what I found in the cabinet.
Save me some money. Ooh.
Yummy.
Hey, Nate,
Huh?
look into that light. You see that light? That's the
I
go
see a
button.
UFO.
That's the go button. Hey everybody, welcome to the return of the Jay stream, even though it's not Jay's channel. Hopefully he can get his internet back up and we go back over to his channel. But if not, we'll hang out here. 'Cause we love y'all. It's not a big deal, Mick. It just happens. It's YouTube's way of saying, we're going to play with your account a little, move things around and misplace it and switch it up and whatnot. Hey, Brandon, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon, shut your phone off. Do not answer the door. Do not answer your phone. Put a big ass no trespassing sign at your driveway. Tell those people to go away for a while, man. You freaking work too damn hard.
I think that Brandon just needs to forward his phone to Robert Waters' number.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Craig.
You got to be thinking on your feet. Hey, Breezy, welcome back, brother.
Hey, thanks, Lucky.
Lucky you rock, brother.
Lucky is the bomb. And if you guys ever need to have any questions answered about changing tires, go hit Lucky up. He'll tell you how to get a tire done in a minute flat.
Hey, I did a bicycle tire the other day at work in under 5 minutes. Changed the tube.
There's my wifey. Hello, wifey. Hope the weather's nice in Michigan.
Good job, Brandon.
Hi, Mrs.
Happy
Durbin.
Durbin.
Hi, Kathy.
And now we got Nate's big deck. The double D's are here. We had a stripper in, a broke hooker.
Y'all are really starting to worry me.
Why, you seem normal? You feeling normal now?
I don't feel like the crazy one anymore.
Hey, are you feeling jealous because your peanuts are missing or what? I don't know.
I know exactly where my peanuts are at.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about Lucky riding dirty.
And I tell you what, a lot of those mud holes that he plays in, it's a wonder that tractor makes it through there. He's one heck of a fabricator. Them tractors that go through some serious water holes. $67 in the rain. That sounds like all of last week here.
I tried to order my Arkansas permit for this weekend, and the state of Arkansas is not issuing permits because of floods. I'm like, it didn't rain yesterday, and it ain't raining now. Like, what's the hold up?
And I guess we're turning into Lord of the Rings. We got one vote for Ed to be Gandalf.
It's Arkansas, Stacy. All needs to be said.
No comment.
That's Arkansas, Matt. Arkansas. Should be our Kansas, but you know.
Tomato, tomato.
You better scrub fast if you only get a 5-minute shower, Harold. I'm just saying. Most people can't take a shower in less than 10 minutes.
And it takes me 5 minutes to get undressed.
I think I stay in the shower too long.
Babe, Jay's internet is being flaky, so we wanted to keep all our people moving and be able to have our live stream rolling. So I volunteered to replace him until he gets his internet back up.
Yeah, we broke Jay's internet. Too many strippers
about
and
breaking
big
something.
decks. And
The internet, you know, records, who knows? Everything. We can break it all. Give us the anvil, we'll put it in the sandbox and see if we can turn it into powder.
I can't stay on much longer, guys. I got to go inside and help the wife make dinner.
what are you having for dinner?
Air dried chicken.
BLTs. BLTs.
I had pizza and wings.
I'm having tuna and crackers.
I'm having a popsicle.
I didn't feel like cooking.
I had a salad. It was tasty.
I think BLTs is one of my favorite food to make, man.
If my mouth is frozen, I can't feel my tooth.
Nate, you're talking my wife's language with that BLT.
We have a little restaurant there at home, and I go in there and I order a BLT with double B and no L.
That's mine, right there.
Bacon is meat candy.
I think my wife could eat one of those bacon wrap bacon BLTs. I don't know.
The little restaurant I used to go to years back, I'd go in and order the BLT instead of the double B. I'd help them throw a sausage patty on it.
Four Hot Pockets. Holy moly. I can't eat 4 Hot Pockets.
Brandon's trying to make us jealous, getting that grill fired up and putting some meat on there.
So,
Ooh, that sounds good.
Stacy, did Christmas come early?
Huh?
Did Christmas come early?
What do you mean?
You were singing Noel earlier.
Oh, smart ass.
Anyway, what are you eating anyway? I didn't hear that part.
Welcome back, Justin. Thank you for dropping in.
Thanks for having me.
Crackers and tuna.
Oh,
My wife buys me these little packets of tuna. They have different flavors. There's a hot and spicy and a jalapeno and
is it?
lemon pepper and all little packets.
Is it Starkist or Bumblebee?
Well, I got a Starkist jalapeno in this thing and a Bumblebee hot and spicy,
There you go.
and I'm eating it with crackers, and it's about to burn my ass up.
He's gonna be running to the shed.
It sounds good though. It sounds like some little like something Asian, like a spicy tuna. That sounds Asian to me. Stacy's about to go launch up out into orbit.
He's going to breathe fire here in a second.
Don't touch your eyes. Spicy tuna on your eye. Just like.
Oh. What brand is that? If I remember not to get it.
Why, you don't like spicy stuff?
I like warm stuff. I don't like stuff that makes people that eat hot stuff all the time sweat.
And I eat hot stuff all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I said. There ain't no way I'm eating it.
No,
Can you see sweat? Can you see sweat running down my face?
A little.
No, but your face is getting redder.
Holy shit. Damn.
You're making me hungry, Stacy.
JALALE.
It's almost how much for something?
But it's pronounced habanero.
I gotta get me a drink.
Ooh, I got the best.
What you got? You get the fire one?
Turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon.
Night, Lucky. Thanks for stopping by.
Night, Lucky.
Later, Lucky.
Turkeys don't have hooves.
That's what we used to call the security guards at the mall. We used to call them
Turkey bacon?
I love turkey bacon, man.
Well, turkey bacon's all right. If you get the right kind, it's all right. But no, they weren't police officers, and police officers were bacon, so they were fake bacon. They were turkey bacon. That's it.
That's like eating fish jerky.
No, it's good. I like it better than regular bacon now.
Hey, Nacho Dad.
We good, Nacho. If we could get Jay some good internet service, we'd be better, but
I think we're going to have to send Justin down there to get that internet straightened out.
Me? Don't ask me. You know how I handle Comcast?
I hate Comcast.
I get on the phone and I'm like ready to talk terms, you know, and ready to. By the time I get off there, my eyes are crossed up, my face is purple, and my hair's getting pulled out. Like, so, yeah.
Why is the last bite always twice as hot as the first one?
Because that's where all the juice settles. That's where all the hot juice settles, Stacy.
My nose is running. I'm sweating.
Well, if you were home right now, I'd say, you know, take a nice Delta tequila.
I gotta drive tonight.
I know.
Hey, Stacy, you can wash that down with some Muddy Mountain Dew.
I'm getting there, Craig.
Yeah, I'm getting off. I'm gonna go eat.
All right.
All right,
this
Nate.
food,
Thanks for
all this
joining us,
food
brother.
talk is making me hungry.
Yeah, we're cooking too.
I was hungry till my taste buds got burned off.
It was on fire.
I'll get up with y'all in a little bit if I can, okay?
All right.
You may or may not be here. If Jake gets back up and going, we might go back over to his dinner.
I love my small engine nation family.
If y'all see smoke, y'all know I
see smoke. I can see everything.
I imagine.
Ow!
Hey, Cedric.
Love you guys.
Love you, buddy.
Later.
Later, Nate. Hey, Craig, did you put the fan in the bathroom?
No, it's too big for the bathroom. It won't fit.
Make it fit.
Well, then I had to cut the wall out.
You got all them new Ryobi tools.
Right?
Get them off the bed, get them in the bathroom, and get the hole cut.
They're not on the bed anymore. I'm going to have to go back and get the finish nailer.
I hit a stud. Well, this stud can't be load bearing. Anyway.
Damn, that was hot. Shit. I eat jalapenos on everything, but Jesus Christ.
You can call me Jesus today.
My mother is very religious. I mean, very religious. And I've always kind of been the black sheep. You know, I have my own theories on all of that. And one weekend we were at my mom's house having Sunday dinner. And she looked at me, she said, son, I sure will be glad when you find Jesus. I said, well, when I do, I'll let you know. I was hot shotting and I had a load of pipe on the truck. I went in there, got unloaded, and the guy signed my paperwork, and his name was Jesus. Well, you know, Jesus is spelled Jesus. So I'm pulling out the gate, and I called my mom on the phone. I said, Mama, I found Jesus. She said, really? I said, yeah, he works at the pipe yard over there. He just unloaded my truck. He didn't find it as humorous as I did, but, you know.
Heck yeah, we love our go-karts and gone fishing. Best community members we got right there. Nate and his wife and Johnny and Trevor and Chris, all them guys.
Why does it never work right? Oh, wait, because it's Google.
Because you want it to?
You're always going to the right, Justin. You got to go to the left once in a while. I mean, you just can't go in a circle to the right all the time. Figure eight,
to the left.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if if somebody in my family told me I was a breech birth, coming out backwards.
Lena Music, I got you there.
You know, feet first birth.
Hey, it's the MX Guru.
Guru, what's up? How you doing?
What's up, man?
Dear Lil, how you doing?
I'm seeing a whole bunch of people I don't usually.
Mixed Bowers. Brandon's in here too. I didn't even look. I'm sorry. I was really bad at looking at the chat today. Harold's back in. Cedric, how you doing? Hot Rod, how you doing?
Right,
Everybody.
just gone home. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Brian, how you doing? Hey, howdy. Yeah.
Hey, Brian, have you talked to Matt, 88 Katana, this week? Hey, Mostly Mopar, thanks for coming in, brother.
No, I need to talk to him though. I need to get over there. I've been distracted with a bunch of other crap that I've been trying to get through. A bunch of videos I've been trying to watch and a bunch of other things I've been trying to get sorted. I'm like, you know, oh, and by the way, it's Thirsty Thursday over at Grant Hubbard's, so you know what that means. Pardon me. I'm just saying.
Milk over to Grant Hubbard's, is that what you're trying to say?
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know, he's streaming right now, so I'm not trying to distract from what we're doing here. But you know, I mean, he is a friend of mine, so we all know who the hell Grant Hubbard is, anyways.
We all like Grant. He's a good guy. I just was curious about Matt's dog. I knew that he said he was going to have to put it down. I didn't know if he was doing it this week or not.
Cedric, that's a good price because gas here just jumped to $2.85 today.
That's a real nice price, Cedric. $2.35 is a great price for unleaded.
It was $2.45 this morning, or $2.43 this morning.
I refuse to believe that I don't have any.
Yeah, that's a rough deal for Matt putting that dog down. And I will agree, Mick. Doug did look super awesome last night.
Might want to catch that, Crystal. The dinner is boiling over right now.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. We do that to her every time.
I believe that Doug is still in a good mood. I mean, he's been pretty active today from what I know.
Hey, Beezy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Now I got to go looking. Okay, fine. No problem. Let's go.
Cheryl Hodeling.
I believe that may be Lucky's other half.
Yeah, that's Lucky's wife. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, she don't have any subs. She does now.
Everybody do me a favor, go over there and check out Cheryl's channel. Hello, Coop. How you doing?
I did. It says I'm subscribed, but then it says 0 beside it. I never seen one do that before.
Welcome to YouTube.
Now it says 4.
It should say 5.
Fair enough. There it is.
Mine still says 0.
This says 5. Well, I refreshed, so now it says 5.
Now it says 5. Okay.
Yeah, JR.
Oh, man. Hey, Crystal. Ooh, baby, that. Sorry, guys. I'm just teasing Crystal a little bit. She was humming the tune to an old 80s song, and I figured I'd get it going a little bit more. Oh,
Yeah, I can remember filling up the gas tank on the old GMC pickup for under $10 for 14 gallons of fuel.
I can remember putting gas in the car, buying a 12-pack of beer and a couple packs of cigarettes, all for under $20, and going out and cruising around.
Yeah, when I was a kid, you could get 10 gallons of gas, a case of beer, and a hooker for under $20.
For a nickel, Stacy, is that what you were saying?
Shut up, Greg. I had a Honda Trail 70 when I was a kid. I'd ride it to the gas station, and I could fill it up with gas for a nickel and ride for damn near a week on it.
Beavers.
Hey, Jay.
Howdy.
But yeah, that's back when gasoline was still gasoline.
Yeah, I ran Ethel. I didn't run that unleaded shit.
Hey, if everybody, Jay typed something in the chat. If everybody didn't know Jay, check him out. Because we normally do a live stream on his channel on Thursday nights. And I'm going to leave it up to him whether we go back to his channel or not. But
not tonight. I'm having connection issues still. Finally got a hold of Comcast and all. They run some diagnostics and all, and they're having to send a technician out. And the soonest they can get somebody here is the 6th of next month.
It's only a week.
Yeah, they're showing issues from. They're thinking it's from where it comes from the pole out there by the road to the house because they're only getting like 25% connectivity.
Squirrels chewing the line again.
Y'all didn't nick a line with that tractor, did you?
Do what?
Y'all didn't nick a line with that tractor, did you?
You lost me.
Y'all didn't nick the edge of a line with that tractor when you was box blading that.
No, the cable don't even go nowhere near where the shop's going to be at.
Okay.
It actually goes through the front yard to the road.
All right.
The shop is going to be built in the backyard.
I'll be back.
All right. Hurry back.
Thanks for the warning.
This has been a day. And like I told that lady on the phone I talked to, if I had hair, I'd probably pulled most of it out by now.
It's a good thing you didn't invite her over to pull her out, Jay.
Man. This is... Thought the modem would solve it. No, couldn't find out. I even got more bigger problems somewhere. They're probably going to end up having to put all new cable from the road to the pole outside the edge of the house, and then underneath the house to my room, to where the modem box is at.
Fellas, I got to pull out of here in 2 hours. I'm going to lay down and try to get me a couple more
hour nap?
Yeah, I got to cover 600 miles tonight.
All right, Stacy, thanks for coming in, brother.
Have a good one, Stacy.
I'll be up in a couple hours, but I need to try to get a little more sleep. So.
hope
We
I
may
know
be
that
seeing
tomorrow
feeling.
night.
What to say?
Glad to see everybody. Love y'all guys. Small Engine Nation.
Love you too, Stacy. Oh man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fixing to get out of here too here shortly because I'm gonna try to get to bed before 9:30 tonight. It's been after 10 the last 3 nights, so
I wonder how that happens.
oh, lots of stuff going on.
Is today popcorn day?
Yes, it is. It's out in the kitchen
Nice.
because I didn't eat dinner until close to 7 o'clock. So
Yeah. Mick, I don't know if I can smell right now. Man, been having issues with this thing for the last 2 or 3 days. They tried to tell me it was a modem last night, so I went and replaced all that early this morning. Thought it was going to be fixed, worked good for a couple hours, and started timing out again. I'm like, ugh. So, now I really feel like a truck driver. Hurry up and wait.
Why are you dreading tomorrow, Harold? What's going on, brother?
Tomorrow's Friday. Supposed to be the start of the weekend. Unless you work the weekends. Yeah, it's kind of got me worked up a little bit, Mick. Sorry about that, y'all. On the hot door.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
When I used to work construction, being on the hot door.
Need you freeze?
Welcome back, Justin.
Hi, how you doing? Apparently Jay froze again. Damn it.
I hope not. We were just trying to find out from Harold what he was doing on the hot door.
Yeah, but he froze. Jay froze. He was...
Dang it.
Nothing to be done. Oh, I was eating a Hershey Kiss. I need a little pick-me-up. So I decided to toss one back. Ow.
Every once in a while, he likes to have a little chocolate.
Well, I mean, we got the chocolate because, she was, doing girl things, baking. No, I'm joking. She wanted to bake cookies, and we didn't have any chocolate chips, so she chopped up a bunch of Hershey Kisses. And, well, they're still sitting on the table. So every once in a while when I walk by, I'm like, oh, chocolate.
All the hot parts that come through the plant. Is that like the items?
Oh, so he works that department, and they call that part of the department the hot door because they all come in through that area. That's that door. Huh. Okay. That's what I figured. Sorry, Jay. Sorry, buddy. Crap. He's probably on his phone right now.
Yeah, it sounds like the internet's not going to be fixed until they get somebody out there to look at that box. And thank you, mostly Mopar, for dropping in and throwing up a thumbs up. Appreciate it, brother.
Later, mostly. Enjoy your dinner. Buddy.
Nate, my wife wants your sandwich. I don't know.
Well, Jay tried very hard tonight to keep shit going, and it just, keep stuff going. We all slip once in a while. Damn it.
Dang internet providers.
This Comcast made me do it.
That was one of the reasons why I got that new power inverter that's in my video, is because when we have the power go out, the only thing keeping me from being on the internet is the modem not having any power. So with the power inverter, I should be able to plug my broadband connection into the Ryobi battery and be back on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Even if I don't have any lights, I could still have the broadband. So that would be kind of nice.
Don't you hate it when you go to click, when you click something, it says click to expand photo, right? And then you click it, and it's the same size picture with a big, huge border around it.
Oh, I like it when you click to enlarge the photo and it gets smaller. That's the one I really like.
Don't even get me started. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, we all have internet issues.
Do you have the Kohl's card, wifey?
Internet first.
Well, about 99.999% of the time when the internet is being used is when the power goes out. You know, usually like in the middle of running a live stream somewhere and the broadband drops and then the whole stream goes down.
Dude, oh my God. This place looks exactly like Thompsonville. There's a place that I'm looking at online right now because I've been looking for, different apartments and houses and things and whatever. Buy, rent, whatever. Well, anyway, I'm looking at this one neighborhood right now, and it looks identical to a neighborhood in Enfield, Connecticut. And it's just run down, bro.
Can you say cookie cutter?
Well, it's all colonial. That's why. It's all like mid 19th century type houses, urban, their version of urban sprawl back in the day, they built a bunch of houses out of whatever they had on hand, which was, well, back in those days, in Enfield was white oak and elm in abundance everywhere around Enfield, and all through Windsor and Windsor Locks and all them areas. Like Hartford County essentially was like full of elm and white oak.
Does it look like a place that Nancy Botwin would be in?
Nancy what?
Botwin.
Who's that?
The star from Weeds, the TV show.
I don't know Weeds. I don't know that show. I'm familiar with the title. I don't know what it's about, and I don't know any of the people in it. Partly Cloudy, how you doing?
And thank you for coming in, Partly. It's good to see you. We're just having a live stream. We were live streaming on one of our brother's channels, and he's having an internet problem, so we decided to throw the stream up on my channel for a bit, and it sounds like they're not going to get his internet back up and working until next week, sometime late next week. I hope that's not the case, but it sounds like it.
They should give him a free. They should prorate for the time that he's not going to be able to use steady internet at the advertised speed and strength and bandwidth.
Yeah, I would be on the phone with somebody irate, but that's just me. I think that my wife can attest to that fact.
I already said I ought to come off the phone about now, freaking pulling my hair out, turning purple, and just absolutely freaking out, dude. But whatever. I try to maintain my cool on the phone nowadays, and it's almost like when I call these places now, that a lot of them expect me to just absolutely just take their heads right off. Because when I call, I'm not friendly. If I have to call a business if something's messed up, you better believe it's not a trivial matter. Something's messed up. I'm not calling you because I'm a baby. I'm calling you because this ain't working right. You need to fix this.
You're not calling to send a bouquet of flowers.
No, I'm not calling to send a bouquet of flowers, and I'm not calling to freaking chat, and I'm not calling to make friends. I'm not calling because I'm a crybaby and it's slightly slower. No, this was advertised, to work the way it's supposed to work the way it's advertised. Whatever, and it's not. So fix it. Don't give me any guff. Just do something about it. And they immediately get defensive and they want to argue and they want to fight and they want to raise voices. I'm like,
I'll be right back.
that's been the problem the whole time. I've been doing this. I've been adversarial with these people. If I stay cool as a cucumber, I can let them get mad and laugh at them. So I do. I try. Doesn't always work because I am human after all, unfortunately. So, yeah, exactly. It's the same everywhere, bro. If people call a customer service line, customer service representatives are just like, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. And I'm sure a lot of them are alcoholics. Whatever. But I'm just saying, I try to keep my cool. I try. Not always. Sometimes I go in guns a-blazing. But no, most of the time, nowadays especially, it's just like, yeah, hello. Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I call and I'm just telling them about something that's wrong with their site. And of course, they always think that they think they're infallible, and they're obviously very fallible. They're human and they make mistakes, and that's fine. And their shabby system is inaccurate or inadequate or just not working properly or at all sometimes. And well, you run into an issue with the site and you're saying, hey, this ain't working right. And you say, hey, my internet's broken because your site's not working, because this is happening on this site. And sometimes they can correct it, sometimes they can't. Yeah, they have to. Sometimes they do read from a script or whatever. But here's the point. Here's this particular point. Sometimes I have to call them, not because there's something wrong with my internet, but because there's something wrong with their site. Like if I go on their site and I can't pay my bill, well, why the hell not? And this button's not working. I keep clicking and clicking and clicking it. It's not paying. I stopped clicking because I don't want to send like 100 payments through. Like click, 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 click. Just like, no. I've only got enough money to pay once. Well, I only have enough. I'm only willing to give up enough money to pay that one bill at that one time. That's it. Lamp cord. If she's having problems with a lamp cord, I'll tell her to unplug it. I used to rebuild lamps and like restore light fixtures and stuff just for fun because I thought it was cool. It's just an odd quirk I have, I suppose.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I got my grandmother a new light switch for her lamps in her apartment.
Yeah.
And it has a button in it that you have to click momentarily. And it's got a latch and unlatch switch in it.
Oh. Well, you don't have to be sorry.
The latch to release on it.
Craig, don't ever be sorry that you had to talk to your granny, dude. If I had to go talk to my granny, I'd be like, "That's my ass. I'm gonna go talk to granny." That's it. You want to talk to granny. All other responsibilities are rescinded until you're done talking to your granny. That's it.
I'm very proud of her. I mean, she will be 92 years old this year.
Okay, so yeah,
The
she's
amount of technology that she's been through in her lifetime is just amazing to me.
dude. Okay, your grandmother's only a few years older than mine. My grandmother is currently 87. She's about to turn 88 at the end of the year. And yeah, she's seen everything come and go. Like most of the technology that we enjoy today, she has seen it come and go. She saw the rise and fall of Betamax, and it was just like snapping her fingers. It was gone.
Well, that's what I told my grandmother. She went from living in a house that had no running water, no, basically didn't have anything but electricity.
Yeah, no water closet.
Outhouse, the whole 9 yards, to having state-of-the-art broadband internet with a computer and digital home phone, cell phone, car with an onboard computer, smart
Sorry,
TV, all that. And it's still functional. And she's very functional. It's just, to me, it's just wild.
Hey, Mick. Sorry about your losses, buddy, but we know you honor them. It's good. It's good, bud.
Yeah, definitely. There's nothing.
I only got one left myself, so
There's definitely something to be said for grandmas. They can tend to override parents and make you feel good even when your parents don't want you to feel good. So,
well, it may not be that your parents don't want you to feel good. It may be that your parents just aren't, they don't have full comprehension yet. They're a struggling parent. They're freaking. I understand that parents are, confused and upset a lot of the time, just like kids and just like older adults and even people their age that they don't know and they can possibly understand or whatever. Well, whatever. We all reach our level of comprehension, however we reach it, and that's fine. And grandparents have a way of like being a little more knowledgeable about a lot of things because they've been through it, and it might seem like grandma or grandpa are being a little more benevolent, and they're probably just a lot more understanding because they've seen this situation come and go, and they're like, oh, here we are. Okay, yep, it's this one. All right, yep, we've seen this before. We know what it's about. Okay, here's how we handle it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, I gotta check the food.
All right. Well, nothing better than hearing my grandma tell me a story from her early adult life where she was dating my grandpa, and they were being young and having fun with life and down at the river drinking beers, and my grandpa wrecked his brand new car and whatnot, and she just got they giggle about that whole thing. And she's like, everybody thinks that grandparents are all supposed to be, people that never did anything wrong or had any fun, but we had our fun too. So, they've been through way more than what we would ever really imagine them to go through. And by the time we get to know who they are settled in life, and all those mischief days are gone. But it's kind of nice to be able to listen to them go back through those days and listen to the stories that they have.
Hey, tell you what, Craig. My grandmother, Joan, she passed away in 1997 at the age of 66. lot of people say that was far too young, and I say, well, it was about time. And it was about time that she got released of her suffering, and that she didn't have to deal with a lot of the things that were going on in her life any longer. Because a lot of people were very rotten to her. She was an incredibly wild woman for the time that she grew up. She got her pilot's license before she got her driver's license. She was a captain in the Air Force in a day when women didn't usually earn officers' rank in the military. And she joined the military when she was 16. She faked her name, and she joined the military. And it was a different time period, so people could get away with a lot more back then. The 40s, you could get away with a lot of stuff.
That was at the point in time when the Air Force was still a division of the Army.
Yeah, you're right.
My grandpa was a mechanic for the Army Air Force.
I think they might have just actually enacted the Air Force at that time. Hang on. It was, hang on. Pardon.
I forgot tonight was trash night.
Oops.
You're running around, buddy?
Well, we're a day off because of the holiday. And so, yeah, I went and gathered all the trash up and put it in the can and took it to the curb and put my dinner away and got everything ready for tomorrow morning to go to work. And I'm back.
Okay, the Air Force, listen to this. The Air Force became an independent service the very year she joined up. Like I said, she might have been joined up right as it was becoming the Air Force, and I was right. In 1947, she was 16, and they were just 47. It just became an independent armed forces. Yeah, so that's crazy. Anyway, she was a very, very wild person. She used to do weird stuff that she could do, and nobody thought she'd be able to do it. And yeah, she was able to impress people very much. Either that or make them go, like crazy style. Like, what? Make your jaw hit the floor. For those time periods, for the time that she grew up, yeah, you could not keep her sitting still. It was impossible. It was not going to happen. And if you told her no, she was going to be like, and she was going to go do it anyway. She's going to shrug her shoulders and be like, they're going to yell at me. And she'd go do it. Whatever it was, she just did it. She'd defiant, and, it wasn't with a middle finger, flashing at everybody or anything. No, it was just like, you could yell at me if you want. I'm going to go do this. Because she knew she could do it. She knew she could get it done. She had her own business several times. She had a potter's business. She was she had a bunch of kilns in her basement. She made pottery all the time. She ran a U-Haul dealership out of her own property.
So she was a pothead?
She drove a bus. I think she drove like delivery trucks for a little while. I don't think she had her CDL though. I don't think she had her CDL. But who knows? She was kind of nutty. And she, even when she was an older woman, she did not like to sit down. She did not want to slow down. She wanted to be up, out, and doing something. And this is one of the reasons, how wild she was. She was a woman that believed in 55 saves lives. So that means 55 on the highway, 55 in a 35, 55 in a 12.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. She drove 55 like everywhere. I think after she turned like 60, she was just on autopilot. And yeah, 55 was just in her brain.
She had places to go.
Dude, too many. Too many places. Man, it was a. She was hard to handle. She really was. You couldn't keep her still. You couldn't. And she always had this look on her face, like she was looking for you to look at you. She was looking for you to yell at her. Not even kidding. She's always like, "Oh well, I went and did that." She didn't care. She was like, "No, I did it. You gonna yell at me? It's okay, because she's still gonna do it again if she wants."
She's old and has better insurance.
Oh man, I don't think that woman ever had insurance a day in her life. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, she was a great lady. She was cool. She was solid cool, man. I can tell you a few other things about her, but it don't matter. She was just wild, bro. That's all. She was just wild. She was the kind of person, put it this way. She was the kind of person where if we knew her as a teenager when we were teenagers, we would be the nerds compared to her. She was the wild chick, like just going out and, you know, hanging out with people that, you know, she really, really shouldn't be hanging out with. Oh man. Yeah. Yep. I would have liked to known her when she was younger. You know, I would have liked to get to know her when she was younger and see what kind of a wild person she really was back then. You know, just
Hi, Peeper.
Peeper, how you doing?
Welcome back, peepers. Matt was in here a little bit ago, and I think we lost him. So I hope everything's okay. Hope you guys aren't having some rough weather down there.
We're not yet, but the weather's been terrible this year.
I'm telling you, I've had a sinus pressure headache all day.
I'm not surprised. The weather's been terrible this year. I wouldn't be surprised though if in like a few weeks, like everything just dried up and we didn't get a drop of rain until like late August. I'm not even kidding. It just seems like, you know, one of those curveballs that nature throws. Yeah, I'm going to give you terrible weather at the beginning of the year, and then I'm going to dry you out, sucker.
You guys complaining about the rain? Okay, we'll do something about that.
You ain't going to see a drop for 2 months.
Well, normally you'd be like, man, I wish it would rain. Man, I wish it would rain. And then when it rains like this, you're like, man, I wish the rain would go away. There's no happy medium in the middle where you can get, you know, like a nice shower about 1 o'clock in the morning, and by 8 o'clock in the morning it's all dry and you're ready to get on about the day. That never happened.
Nope. Certainly not. Why did it have to be in that town? See, a very nice place. but it's in no, 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 no. Just no.
All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock here. I'm gonna shut this off, and I'm gonna go get some sleep.
All right.
We will see you all tomorrow
Thank
night.
you for joining us, brother.
Not a problem.
We'll see you, bud.
We'll see you tomorrow, without a doubt.
Yep.
How you doing?
Any changes or progress at all this week, Captain? I've been kind of quiet. I haven't really had a chance to talk to you much.
Nope. Still pretty bored. I haven't really had anything to do. I mean, I've like done all I can on my projects so far. I mean, I'm gonna buy some resin, but I mean I could set up for it, but oh wait, I already did. I already set up for it. Everything's all set up. I just gotta just lay them out and be like, ding, and then there you go. That's it.
He's saying hello to you. I don't know why he's being so pesky tonight, but he's in a mood.
Who's that, George?
Can you hear him in the background?
Yeah. Hi, George. How you doing, buddy? Birdie. How you doing, buddy?
Now he's looking around going, where's he at? Where's he at?
Buddy? Oh, you fussy little guy. He's a cute
They're
little
in a mood today. I don't know if it's because Kathy's been gone out of town for a week or what it is, but
probably.
they wanted fed 3 times today, and they refused to play on their toys, and I got them a new toy today, and they refused to go around it, so they've been hiding in their cage all day, and I kicked them out of the bird cage. And now they're playing on their toys and being all squawky.
Yeah.
It's good for them once in a while.
Sounds like birds. Pesky.
Hey, Thule, how you doing, brother? Thanks for dropping in.
Toolbox, how you doing?
It was kind of a pain in the butt. I really was hoping that Jay would be able to run his stream tonight, but his internet's got him beyond frustrated, so.
Right now, Jay is sitting there with a hammer, smashing his modem. Say, go ahead, fix that, Comcast.
Well, he spent a nasty phone call on the phone with DirecTV today, too, so he's just not in the mood to deal with any kind of technology, I don't think.
Yeah, see, I don't deal with cable, right? The only way I ever deal with cable companies is if they're the ones that carry the freaking internet service, and they usually are the ones. So I don't want nothing to do with, I don't want anything to do with cable. Sorry. I don't want anything to do with cable. Screw that. Me okay. Just like, no. I don't want anything to do with like, oh, you get this package deal for this much money, and it's blah 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 blah. And they say, oh, but it's your internet will be cheaper if you get the package deal with the phone and the internet for with the phone and the cable for a year. And I'm like, but I don't want phone and cable, and it won't be cheaper. It won't be cheaper because the cable, the internet connection that I need is not what you're providing with that package deal. Oh, well then I don't know what to tell you, sir. We really don't have anything cheaper. I didn't ask you for anything cheaper. I just told you what I wanted. And you started telling me this and that, and all of that's inadequate. I don't want cable. I want internet.
what they're not telling you is that they'll drop the price of the internet if you add the cable service, but they're going to double the cost of the cable service to make up for what they're taking off the internet.
No,
By the time it's all said and done, instead of paying $70 a month or $100 a month, they want you to pay $250 a month.
no. I mean, for the like introductory package, it used to be like $99 for phone, internet, and cable, and I was like, oh, okay, and I did that for a while, you know. And then when it went regular price, it was only like $120 anyway for everything, and I'm like, well, that's not that bad. But then I saw what they do now, and yeah, it is like $200 friggin' dollars, and I'm like, no, I don't even want cable, and I don't want a phone. But it's only $99 to get, you know, the introductory rate with cable and a phone. I'm like, but you're not listening. I want this internet at this. I want these specifics, these specs for my internet service, and you're not offering that with the basic package or the introductory package for $99 a month. Well, the package that you want, the internet that you want, is going to cost $100 a month anyway. Why don't you just get this and you'll have internet, phone, and cable? Because you're not listening, lady, obviously.
Yeah. My grandmother had U-verse, and that started out at being the introductory price of $99 plus taxes and surcharges and whatnot was about $125 a month for the first year. And after the first year, it was $250 a month for the same system.
Yeah.
And then, they're like, well, technically we could get you a deal. It would drop it to $220. That's the best we could do.
Nope. I don't do any cable, and I don't need their phone. I'll get my own phone. Thank you very much. All I need is internet service, and once I find a way to make it cheaper than what it is, and have it be the same or better, then this is going to have to suffice. What I have, what I got going on here is going to have to be good enough. I don't necessarily like it, but this is what it is, So that's fine. I'd rather just turn it all off and be like, yep, we have one light bulb in my house, and it's real hot in the summer, but the windows are open and there's one fan for me and her. And then the winters are real cold, and we don't turn the heat on in this house, but we do have a little space heater, and we huddle under like 1,000 blankets. And that would have to be good enough until I could save up enough money to get the hell out of here. That's what I really want to do. I'm not kidding. But that's unrealistic, isn't it? No. My friend's mother did that to their whole family. She's like, don't touch the thermostat. She would have used about 12 swears to say that. But I'm just cleaning it up for the sake of, PG-ish rated, live streaming. Okay. So yeah, she would have used like a dozen cuss words in there, and she did not turn on the heat. She's like, if you want to get warm, then clean this place up. Do some work around here. That's it. Go throw another blanket on. Go throw another sweatshirt on. Here's another pair of socks. Don't you dare touch that heat. Don't you dare touch the thermostat. Ah! Nope.
Yeah, it's like going to Granny's house when she's got the thermostat set at 80. And you're like, oh man.
Well, no, she wouldn't.
Out.
She would not let anybody touch it. Didn't matter how cold you were. Nope. Do not touch that thermostat. She will break your arm. I'm not kidding. She was a good person. She really was, and she had everyone's best intentions in mind. but you touch her thermostat, that's her one big, huge pet peeve that she would not tolerate anybody touching her thermostat. Nope. You just don't do it. I'm like, hey, buddy, why is the thermostat broken? Yeah, want a cigarette? I'm like, yes, sure. Thanks, buddy. Now, why is the thermostat broken? He's like, it wasn't long enough of a distraction. I'm like, come on. And he tells me, and I'm like, oh, yeah. The thermostat was, broken in a bit of anger, shall we say.
That never happens. Never.
No. I've never seen anyone break a thermostat in a fit of rage. No. Never happened. Anyway, yeah, so that thing wasn't going to work. No, it just wasn't going to happen. There was to be no heat in that house. And, yeah, the next apartment that they lived in had a similar shortcoming. But that place was never as cold as that other place. Like, wow. This place was way freaking warmer. I don't know how it happened, but it was way warmer in that place. The second one I'm talking about. And then they eventually bought a house. And that place was actually decently warm inside when there was guests over. I was over there like
off your nose.
Huh?
Ice cubes dripping off your nose. I don't know.
Essentially, I mean, I was over there one day, and since guests were over, me and a few other people were over. Somebody went and turned on the heat, to a human level, and I heard the furnace kick on, and my friend just smiled. He's just like, I'm like, buddy, really? He's like, dude, that furnace hasn't run in days. Nobody's been over here, so we haven't turned it on. I'm like, okay. I see your mom still has that policy. He's like, yep. Junior Little, how you doing?
Welcome back, Junior. Yeah, the grand old days of the old turn knob TVs.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Were remote controls.
That one apartment I was talking about, I remember this now. We would be out, like, shoveling because it was wintertime and everything was just buried in snow, ice storms and stuff. And we were like, okay, yep, we're the eldest of the family, or he was the eldest of all the kids, and I was his friend, and we were going to go outside and be the ones to do the shoveling and picking away at the ice and chipping and stuff. And we're like, yeah, okay, let's do it. So we get out there, we bust our butts, and we get back in the house, and we are frozen solid. My back is like, seriously, feels like an ice pack. I'm like, dude, this is nuts. My butt has never been so cold in my life. Numb. So cold, we were like numb. There was like parts of us that were just like absolutely just like icy, bro. So there was no heat in the apartment, and his mother came in, threw a pack of cigarettes on the table for us to split. She's like, don't thank me. We were like, okay. I was like, thank you. And I don't reach for the pack of cigarettes. I reach for the knob on the stove. And I turn on the oven. It's a gas oven. I'm thankful for this. It's a gas oven, so the heat is like right away. And right away, I begin to feel the heat from the flame in the oven, and I'm like, yes. So the two of us standing there side by side, hanging our butts in the heat of the oven. Because it's just cold.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi. How do you want the potatoes?
Did you just get home from the store?
Cut slices, or do you want like?
I thought you were going to mash them. You don't care, do you? Cook them any way you want.
I'm not going to have any potatoes.
I don't care then.
Okay.
If you're going to cook food, I'm not going to complain.
Well, the pork is done. The side dish is done.
Yes. That means that it's time to eat.
Do you even want the potatoes?
Did you even start cooking them yet?
No.
Then no, I don't. If you've done
I don't think that she asked you the appropriate question. I think that she was asking you if you wanted to help her with potatoes.
No.
She hasn't even started cooking them yet. But the pork is done. So I'm not going to wait a half hour while the potatoes are cooking. No, let's eat the pork. Come on, bring it in. Do you need some help?
Hit the scream button.
No, it's fine. This isn't a scream moment. It's good.
Just having a
Mick's like, bless her. Yeah, well, yeah, thank you, Crystal. I'm not complaining at all. I'm just
having one of those
kind of confused, like, huh? No potato. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm not.
We all love Crystal because she's the awesomest person.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no potatoes, okay, there's no potatoes. That's fine. You all right, buddy?
Yes.
Hi, Crystal. How are you?
Hi. Good.
Awesome.
I don't care.
Wonderful, by the way.
Potatoes or not potatoes? There is no question because there is pork. And there only has to be pork or potatoes. One of the two. It doesn't have to be both because both are awesome by themselves. What can be done? Right? What can be done?
It's what it is. As long as you're not starving to death, then I won't worry about it.
I don't care. Either way, the food is going to get in me.
It will be tasty.
It is time to consume mass quantities.
Let there be food.
We will now consume the charred mammal flesh. Yes, I have a large ball peen hammer on my desk. Still. Okay.
Crystal has sharp utensils. Be nice to Crystal.
I'm scared. I'm scared. It's on the package it said country style ribs.
Thank you, Crystal.
No problem.
Yes, thank you, Crystal.
No problem.
And she cooked it in a frying pan on the top of the stove. Okay, Brandon. We'll see you, buddy. Have a good night. Get some rest, bud.
Take care, Brandon. Thanks for dropping in, brother. One of my favorite videos of yours, Justin, is when you're doing the pork roast in the pressure cooker and you sear the meat on the stove.
I could have done it in the pressure cooker, the searing part.
Seared it in the pressure cooker, no doubt, but Just watching you do it on the stove was fun. That big old hunk of meat and just like, nope, not yet.
I ain't scared to cook. If I
Oh,
don't,
no, you're not.
if
I'm
it
just
don't,
thinking that.
if it don't come out right,
Put it in something else. That's what I always do. If it doesn't taste the way I want it, then I use it for something else.
well, I obviously missed the finer points of like cooking a roast. It still escapes me. I'm like, huh? Oh, okay, but I'm saying I take the roast meat and I use it for other things. It never comes out the way I want it. It's always raw in the middle. I'm like, oh jeez. All right, well let's cut off some of the cooked stuff on the outside and eat that.
Lower temperatures, longer periods. Just as I want my food now. I don't want to wait.
No, I mean I could have put it in like, twice that time ago. Yeah. But whatever. Like I said, I wasn't getting the point, so oh well. Anywho. So I take that roast meat though, and I believe I made tacos out of it one night. Because I had the big roast, and then I had I was like, wow, this is a really big roast, and I cut a piece off of it before I even started cooking it, and I left it to marinate overnight. Because I figured, let's try it, whatever. And the part that I didn't marinate, I cut it into chunks or strips or whatever, and I threw seasoning on it, and I wrapped it up in tortilla wraps, and we ate it. The tortilla, like pork burritos or some damn thing. I don't quite remember. Hey, Team Schaefer, how you doing?
Schaefer until you get the strap.
What's that?
Schaefer will tell you to get the strap. He's from Chicago. Much like Matt, our buddy.
So,
hey. Huh? Oh, go ahead.
So, yeah, I've had a lot of cooking adventures, and
cooking's always fun. I enjoy it. I just wanted to tell Team Schaefer congrats on his daughter graduating high school. That's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Congrats, bud.
Yeah, they do grow up fast. It's one of the reasons why my wife's in Michigan spending time with the grandkids, because they're growing leaps and bounds. One minute you're holding and changing their diapers, and next minute they're, graduating 8th grade and middle school and off to high school and driving and all that other stuff.
I watched my girlfriend's cousin's baby grow into a young lady who is both lovely and smart, and probably going to cause a lot of trouble. just Just say, I'm pretty sure she's going to cause her fair share of trouble. She, what is she, 12 now, Crystal? Madison?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to cause her fair share of trouble. Because she's super smart and she's super active. She's got a lot of energy.
That would be a good day to have a birthday, Schaefer. You know, because you can count on it always having some good barbecue to go along with the birthday cake.
Nope, Mick, I do not have any.
Well, unless you count the beta, you know. Schaefer, you're not even 25 yet, are you? I mean, I'm just saying.
What, you mean 25 years out of high school?
No, that would be me, 25 years out of high school.
Yeah, I'm about that. It's been about that long. Put it this way. Just like any normal kid, I was in school until I was 18.
The start of my senior year, I was 18 years old. So, yeah.
Awesome. I'm glad you actually enjoyed time with your children, Mick. I'm very glad.
Mick and Royce the boy have some pretty neat children, and so is Jacko. You know, Jacko's boy is just insanely funny. I always enjoy seeing him in videos.
I don't know how many people would know Natasha Flowers, but she's got 5.
You know, strangely enough, I've seen Natasha a lot, but I don't know that I've ever seen her kids on camera.
They're not on camera very often. Once in a while, they breeze through or they come over and pester her and they sit on her lap and sing her songs and stuff and whatever. They're cool kids for the most part. They seem kind of kiddish. They seem like kids. But she's got 5, and she's still with their father.
That's right, Schaefer. You can't really necessarily go by what Maury has to say anyway, because he's not always 100% right.
I've had girlfriends that had kids. Hmm? I had one girl I was seeing. She had a daughter, and another girl I was seeing. I was dating her for a bit. She had 3. Oh, and another girl I dated. She had 2. I had to babysit my brother and sister a lot when I was younger. A chore that no kid my age at that time wanted to go through. 11, 12 years old? No. Oh, 11, 12, 13? No. You don't want to watch after kids. I believe the last time my parents absolutely insisted that I watch after them, I was like, I was 14. 14 or 15.
And you're always carrying the strap around, Schaefer. You don't need to. Your kids will all take care of you.
Napkin drop. That's all she wrote.
To keep me out of trouble most of the time.
That was a delicious piece of pork right there. Crystal, thank you, Bunny. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Crystal.
That was awesome, Bunny. And she's going to give me part of her dinner, too.
It's amazing how that works out about 99% of the time.
I don't know if I can eat this. There's only 2 pieces of red meat and a little bit of side dish, and I'm like, nope. I know this is going to kick me later.
Yeah, but, it's all good. It's okay.
I don't know how, but she ended up with the gristly piece, and I ended up with the really soft pieces. She's the one with laryngitis.
She needs to start selecting her plate and switch it with yours.
No. As soon as you do that on purpose, you sabotage yourself. It was awesome. It was really good.
You always do the Garfield trick. Look at her roll on it. Then, you can lay 100% claim to it.
That does not work. Especially with modern couples that have no fear of germs. It doesn't work. There's no such thing as cooties here.
Well, not for you guys, but if somebody comes over, you're like, you gonna eat that?
Oh no, I've grossed people out plenty of times, dude. You got to remember, I am the quintessential creeper, dude.
Didn't everybody have that one best friend in high school where you give them a drink of your pop and say, I'm done with it, thanks, I don't want any more?
Oh no. Here's how it would go. I figured out a way to drink out of somebody else's bottle without even touching the bottle with my mouth. I'm going to show you how. Take the bottle like this, right? Put your thumb on it, like right on the edge like that. And you never, ever backwash. It won't happen. All you got to do is just drink off your thumb instead of off the rim of the bottle. You'll never backwash.
I'm not worried about my own backwash. What I'm worried about is certain friends. You're like, that's okay, buddy. You can keep that bottle.
Oh yeah, no, I understand, and I totally did that many times. I'm like, oh, I used to have a lot of friends that would just like pick up your bottle and drink off of it anyway. I'm like,
My friend Alicia used to do that like all the time.
yeah,
Well, thank you.
it happens.
I did that to hers too.
Welcome back, Hot Rod Jay.
You never did get a hold of me, Schaefer, about getting your old cameras fixed. I would have helped you. I've been waiting on you to say something, but, you know, it's all good, brother.
Oh. So I think I'm going to try this this new studio tonight.
The editing software, you're going to load it?
I'm going to try it. It's just taking me a while to get to it because, well, the other day I kept passing out, and like yesterday I was just like, no. Everything, just like everything, I was just like, I don't want. So I didn't do nothing. I think I washed a few dishes or something. I don't even remember. I didn't do nothing yesterday. I was like, nope.
I used it to edit the video I loaded last night, and I didn't do much editing on it, but I have found that it's pretty easy to manipulate.
Greg, I didn't get to see that video because I was like, no.
It's still there. It didn't go anywhere.
No, I know it is. I'm just saying everything. I was just like, no. I didn't want to do nothing. I just didn't want to cooperate. I was fired up about something. I was just like, grr. I just didn't feel like doing anything or cooperating in any way. So no. Just no.
Hey, Nick, thanks for dropping in, brother. Have a good night.
Good night, Nick. We'll see you, bud.
See you. If you don't know Justin, that's Captain Jerk. He's got a ton of awesome videos.
I don't know. Do I know Team Schaefer? Hang on. Probably. Yep.
Team Schaefer works on all kinds of stuff, usually about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I hope that all of his stuff has quit walking off of his property and people quit opening doors on his avalanche, because he was pretty frustrated with that for quite some time.
Well, I'm one of those people that's a bit old school when it comes to vehicles. I don't leave nothing in it. Like, I mean, real old school. I don't leave anything in the car unless it absolutely has to be there. I'm one of those guys that will freaking like have a garbage bag in my car. No, you're not leaving your McDonald's trash in here. I don't even want you to eat McDonald's in my car.
Trust me, I know the feeling. I'm that way as well.
I know you're going to spill your soda, and I know that's going to be half the reason that my floor will rust out. Yes, I'm well aware. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even exaggerating. That's going to be half the reason that the floor in the back seat of my car will rust out. Yep, I'm well aware. And that's why I don't want a car. I want a vehicle where I can tear the carpets out and put a rhino lining floor with that kind with the grip on it, so it doesn't just turn into a slippery skating rink. So yeah, I know you're gonna eat your greasy Big Macs in my car. I know you're gonna spill your soda, and I know you're not gonna clean up after yourself very well. I know. I'm prepared. That's why there are not going to be any cloth seats in my vehicle. It's going to be leather. Yep. It's going to be all leather, and there's going to be a rhino lining floor.
Just take it to the car wash and spray it out once a month.
Yep. And a little saddle soap never hurt. So there you go. Or Murphy's oil soap or whatever it is that people use on leather. You know, I used this stuff on my jacket. It was right at the place where I bought my leather. It's called Lexol. I bought that stuff, and that worked real good. And I never,
good product.
I never had to do much of anything to my jacket. I applied that stuff, I think 3 times in the entire time that I've had it, and only in the last like 5 years or so, from my severe abuse of the jacket, has it started to, like show some real signs of like getting worn out. So I don't have any plans to get rid of it or anything, but man, it's a pretty big jacket. It's like an XL size, and I'm too fat for it.
No, the jacket itself weighs about 60 pounds with all the metal on it.
Yeah, my jacket weighs it. Believe it or not, the studs that I have all over my jacket don't even weigh that much, to tell you the truth. They only weigh like a pound or two. But people are like, "Oh my god, it looks like it weighs so much." No, it doesn't. It doesn't weigh that much, to tell you the truth. It really doesn't. It's not the weight of my jacket that gets you. It's the mobility of it, the flexibility of the leather. Leather will flex, It's a little stiff once in a while if it's cold or something, maybe, But that might just as likely be you as it is the jacket being cold. But when you put studs all over a jacket like that, the flexibility of the leather just evaporates. You just like, I've worn jackets that have had like 3 times as many studs on them, or the arms are just like completely studded in the shoulders and stuff, and it looks like you're wearing armor. I've worn jackets like that, and it's like, dude, how do you move in this thing? Slowly.
I wasn't referring to the studs necessarily being all the way, but all the patches and stuff adds up too.
No, the patches are negligible, dude. Each patch, a few grams, maybe not even an ounce. Not even an ounce for each patch. So, I mean, maybe a quarter of an ounce. Like, realistically, a patch, like one of these things, it weighs nothing. It's a piece of cloth. It just weighs nothing. It's got a little embroider on it, whatever.
I'm going to share this image with you, Justin, and tell me what you think of this and your first thought.
I got a customized patch right here. What you got? You got a flaming truck.
That's Schaefer's Avalanche. At the start of a video he just dropped in the room.
Who's?
That's not a good day.
No, losing your truck always sucks, dude.
Who's Avalanche?
Team Schaefer.
Team Schaefer's Avalanche.
Matt, finally! Oh my god, dude! Finally, I get to talk to you. Thank you for coming in, buddy. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, buddy. I was going to make a comment on one of your videos earlier to try to get your attention, but I see that I didn't send the message, so sorry. But here you are anyway. How you doing?
Hey, Matt, brother. How you doing?
Huh?
You?
We got 2 Matts in here. We got El Camino Matt and we've got Katana Matt.
I'm doing good.
It's good to see you too, Matt. Mr. El Camino for life. Yes,
Oh, why is my tablet not charging?
because your charger's probably broken.
I hope not. You just got that thing.
Oh, sorry.
Better be that cord, not the stinking thing.
Yeah, rather the charger than the tablet.
Yeah.
Okay. It's charging now. It's the cord. All right. Hi, Justin. Sorry, I was occupied trying to get this thing to charge. It's only got 35% on it.
That's okay. No, we're thinking about you, 88. We're thinking about you, buddy. We have 2 Matts here. Sorry, bud. So
We have 2 Matt. Matt, meet Matt.
no, I wanted to send you a message to see what's up, because we're thinking about you.
Yeah. The situation with your dog is kind of,
brotherly concern.
My dog.
No,
our other Matt, 88 Katano's in the chat, and his dog has had cancer for a while, and not much they could do for him. So
Rough.
yeah,
And I mean, no pun there. That's rough.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry, buddy. Well, oh well. Well, at least he's not suffering no more. That's all. That's all. He's not suffering. He's not going. Nothing else going to happen to him. So that's fine. I mean,
yeah, it's probably one of the worst things to do is to watch an animal go through suffering.
watch a human too, man. Freaking.
Yeah, watch Matt go through all this. Has been
I watched my grandmother go through a lot of suffering and stuff, and that was no bueno. What's up with your Vivitar, bro? Is this new?
Just got it.
Sweet. Very nice.
Also,
sweet.
One of them.
Ooh, nice little card. Ooh, 2 cards. Nice.
But yes, I'm going to try it and see.
Heck yeah.
I am very, very sorry to hear that, Matt. It's nothing rougher than losing a pet or having to have one put down, or having to do it yourself. I've had to do several myself because I couldn't afford to take them in. That's pretty rough.
I remember my uncle having to take his dog in. Her name was Oki. By the time she went, she was completely blind, mostly deaf. She was dragging herself around on her front legs. German Shepherd, so back legs go, and back hips go, and their legs are crippled after a while. But yeah, she was blind, deaf, for the most part, and didn't know who anybody was. Bit people and stuff, and not even meaning to. Like, she's just confused and scared, because she can't see and she can't hear nothing, and she was dragging herself around on her front legs because she couldn't keep herself up on her back legs, and when she started leaving a piddle trail, that was it. The family was just like, we have to put her down. It's time. So he was very sad, and he gathered her up one day. He picked her up and he brought her right to the vet. No, like the vet already knew that it was gonna happen. So he just grabbed her up one day and he was just like, "Come on, let's go." And he brought her to the vet and they put her down right there. The vet was just like, "Come on in, Steve. Come on in the back." Now, me personally, I love that dog too. I loved her dearly, and when I found out that she had gone, I was like, "Oh." And it tugs real bad. It does. It wasn't even my dog.
It does.
Dog.
It does really. It's something that time heals, but you'll never forget it.
He did the same thing with the next German Shepherd that he had. That one started going blind and going deaf, and he started having a little pippy problem, and he was just like, but both of those dogs lived to be 14 years old. No kidding. They both lived to be 14, and they both had very good lives.
That's a very full life for a pet.
Oh yeah, especially for a German Shepherd, dude. They don't really live to be 14. The first one, her name was Oki. Oki, she was well past the point. But we were nice to her, and we cared for her and stuff. I still fed her when I came over, and I tried to pet her and stuff, and she gets scared when I touch her because she can't see and hear nothing. So she barely knew it was us, I would imagine, because she probably got some kind of doggy dementia or something. She just didn't know what the hell's going on. But Fozzie was the second one, and Fozzie was, man, he was cool. Just a stone cold, cool dog, man. You want to make friends with that dude? Like, all you got to do is go out in the backyard with a tennis ball. That's it. That's all you got to do. Go out in the backyard and throw the tennis ball for him, and he'll bring it back, and he'll play that little German Shepherd game. He'll retrieve it for you a few times, but fourth or fifth time, he's probably gonna come halfway back to you. After he gets it, he's gonna come halfway back to you and expect you to run up to him. And when you go to come up to him to grab it, he's gonna run away from you and expect you to chase it. And that's just about every German Shepherd I've ever known. That's
I'll tell y'all a little short story. And it's just happened. I kid you not, it just happened. When I hopped out of the stream earlier, I was getting a hold of my brother to run to Walmart to get a camera for me, this camera right here for me, and run it out to Tiff. And he had my card and everything, and he sent his wife in. His wife comes out 10 minutes later, says that they didn't have the camera I wanted, and they could order it, be in 2 days, and they didn't have anything else, but it was like $70 for a camera. And I'm like, I don't believe that. So I'm irritated because I've done nothing but help him and drop everything I've done to help him. So I drove up there as soon as she got back. Guess what was on the shelf when I got there? The camera that I wanted. This camera. There was 2 other cameras underneath $50. There was a $69 one up there, but there was like 5 others under that. And they said the only camera that was up there on the shelf was $70. So she didn't even go and look. She walked through the store. She walked back out, handed the card to my wife, and said they didn't have it.
To be fair, Matt,
That
exact situation has happened to me in the past to myself.
Yep.
I went into the store looking for a product, and we don't have it, and then leave and come back, an hour later, and they have the shelf stocked.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's how useless my side of the family is. Because that's the way they do me. That they did that on purpose. They did not want to help me. They didn't want to even go in and look. She walked in, she walked around the store, walked back out, and left. I know that's what happened.
My family, the biggest lesson they ever taught me is that you can't depend on anybody and go do it your damn self. That's what they taught me.
Yeah, I know. I went up there and got it. I mean, you see it. I've got it in my hand. Funny they didn't have any on the shelf.
It's happened to me, though. Like I said, it could be either way, and you probably won't ever know, but at least you've got the camera that you wanted at the price you wanted.
Hey, Horse. How you doing?
I'd like to get 88 Katana in our group because he'd be a good resource for you, Matt, if you run into issues with that El Camino and patching some of that floor in. Katana is fabulous with metal work and body work. Fabulous.
And paint.
Yeah. He just finished that truck, I think. Last I saw, he was working on shooting that truck.
Hey, I tell you what, if you go, well, I don't know if anybody bothered looking, but if you go in Matt's old videos, some of his old videos from a couple years back, you'll get to see his version of this right here, that lighter that I made. You'll get to see it in his video too. But his is bigger and better. He's got the good one. He's got the best one out of all three of these that I made. He's got the best one. Don't let him kid you. He's got the best one.
Man, this thing better not be a turd.
I'm sure it does work great. I made it pretty good. I can pat myself a little bit. I don't want to break my arm or nothing, but I can pat myself on the back for that one. I like that one. That one was good. That one was real good. This one's good too, but it's a lot smaller, because it's made out of a Slim Zippo. But yeah, this thing's solid. It's cool. They're all good. They're all going to be good for a long time, I mean, they're not really a pocket lighter. You want to carry this around. You want to keep this at home on your desk, and, use it at home, kind of type lighter.
Or in the toolbox.
Well, I don't know if I keep this in a toolbox necessarily, but on a bench, maybe. You can keep it on your workbench if you'd like.
So small.
That is tiny. Looks like a toy.
Oh, that's what she said.
It's almost the same height as a regular Zippo here. See? It's almost the same height as a regular Zippo. It's not as wide, no.
That's a lot.
But like I said, this was made out of a Slim Zippo, and the top has a quarter in it.
Quit touching my stuff. You can fondle your own things later. That charger is bad
Yeah, I realized that.
because that's the one that isn't charging the tablet.
Yes. So every time
It's so cute.
the 88 Katana 600 sees what time it is in his shop, he gets to light up a cigarette with the Captain Jerk Zippo. He won a raffle or a giveaway contest I did a couple of years ago for this big old honking. It's a clock, okay. It has a backlight to it. It's like a pull cord fluorescent backlight inside of it, and it's a clock, and it's this crazy like if you look at it like this, if you look at it from different angles, it goes. It's this weird, silly, ridiculous looking clock, dude, and it says cool. It says Coors on it.
They could sell it cheaper if they quit trying to.
It's crazy cool, and he won that contest for that clock, dude. That thing is awesome. Crystal couldn't stand it. I had it here in the living room, and she couldn't stand it. She's just like, I like it, but it's driving me crazy. I'm like, right. I'll give it away. And I did. I gave it away. I didn't feel like it was necessary to freaking like sell it or anything. I was just like, no, let's just give it away. Let's just give it to somebody. So, yeah. Matt won, and it was like expensive to ship that damn thing. Holy crap. This is a big ass box. Big, huge ass box. And it was not cheap. Even by a few years ago shipping, the prices have gone up since then. But no, that oh man, that thing was awesome.
It's getting to be summertime again, and I can't wait to see Matt out cruising around in Chicago in that Lincoln. He's had some of the best live streams just cruising around town.
His best cruising videos are when he's on his bike. When he does a moto vlog. That's the best ones.
What the crap?
Yeah, I'd imagine they were, Matt, because they went up to Canada, both of them, didn't they? He had a giveaway contest, and people up in Canada won. One of them lived in Manitoba, like way out there. Oh man. That's okay. Take your time. Hey man, you get to it when you get to it, man. You can't do everything all at one time, you know. Yeah, both times he had a giveaway for them pins. Somebody in Canada won. And they weigh like, it's a wooden bowling pin, like a full-size duck pin. Not a candle pin. No, a duck pin, like a big slab of wood.
Everybody wonders why anytime there's a giveaway now that it's specified in country only.
I've been saying that for a long time, and I finally did one where I was going to ship internationally, right? And yeah, people from other what? Huh?
Speaking of which, I saw a mail call video from Anthony the Redneck today where he received the album from 80 Days.
He's so cute.
It is a cute little camera.
You just want to pinch
Yeah,
it.
that thing's small.
Hey, watch me. Watch y'all.
Are you gonna get the frame?
It's tiny. Yeah, that's my fingers. It's like 2 inches. It's tiny.
But that's not what she said.
Hey, hold your hand out. I'll put it in your hand. This is Tiff's hand.
Yep.
That's my finger. That's like 2 inches long.
Yeah.
Anyways,
At the foot.
Her hand is probably the same size as Crystal's hand, and yeah. This is really big. How tall are you? Is she like 5'3"? 5'4"?
million.
About 5'3", 5'4".
Yeah, Crystal's 5'2", 5'1". Something like that. She's a bitty too.
My mom's 4'11.5".
It happens. It does. It happens.
It's a goodbye. So unplug it.
My friend Sheena's like 4'9". I'm not kidding. 4'8", 4'9". She's tiny.
Not real bad. No. I mean, yeah, they are, but no. We're gonna try it, guys. Well, not now, but
Okay, the box went to Nate, and then it went to what? It went to Doug, didn't it? Didn't the box go to Doug?
Nate shipped the box to Doug. Doug hand delivered it to
Lonesome.
when Lonesome was there.
Yeah.
Lonesome says that he has sent the box to Hillbilly Hauler and that he's going to load his video for the box soon. But we haven't seen the video and we haven't seen the box since it was Doug's.
Nope. But like I said, once it leaves my possession, it's out of my hands. I can't do anything about it. I can't demand it. I mean, I could demand it, return the box, but it's not going to come back to me unless the people that have it want to ship it to me.
There's
Yeah.
instruction.
It's out of my hands. I'm no longer in possession of it. Therefore, I can't make any demands that are going to hold any water because it's out there. It's out there somewhere.
There's going to be a new box soon.
He'll be like, if Hillbilly Holler wanted to sit that on his desk as a trophy, be like, ha, screw you, Captain Jerk. He could. And there'd be nothing the hell that I could do about it. Nothing. I have to be fine with whatever happens to it because, well,
Let's go raid his cabinets for peanut butter and jelly.
yeah, it don't matter. I mean, come on. I can't control it. Once it's out of my hands, I have no control over it. Nothing. It's not mine anymore.
We're going to start a new box. We just haven't put it together and shipped it yet.
That's fine. Whatever. Like I said, it don't matter. Either way, whatever way. Perfectly fine. I like that it got anywhere.
Yeah,
You know?
we got 4 hops, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to like see it go everywhere. I wanted to see it go off the rails, out of control. End up with a person in Hong Kong or something, or like
Yeah, ideally,
or whatever, or Kathmandu, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the United Arab Emirates or Zimbabwe or wherever. I don't know.
Australia,
I have no idea.
New Zealand.
All I know is that I thought it was, gonna happen a little quicker. No, that's fine. It's people were being mellow and laid back about it. Okay, cool, good enough. It can be a hippie box. It's just like, dude, can I stay here tonight? Whatever, it's fine.
Read me first.
Ideally, it should be a box. It should be opened up. The video should be made. It should be boxed back up, put back in the mail the next day. And
Well,
now
I told people what I would prefer. I would like to see people make videos about what they do with it, and what they put in and what they take out, and I would like to see that, ideally.
No way.
But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well, that's disappointing. But I guess it's fine. It's gonna have to happen that way as well.
It's got a wireless turn on off thing.
Sweet.
Yep.
Wireless remote.
You mean a remote control?
Yeah, I was getting there. It looks like a watch.
He's so excited that he
That's
can't.
cool. Hey, it's like a Knight Rider camera. Like, camera's on. Come get me, kid.
It's got a bicycle helmet, bicycle sport deal, and a helmet thing. And it comes in a waterproof case.
And I heard a bicycle, like, ring, ring, right when you said that.
Yeah, that's my phone. That's an email on one of the 3 phones I have on my desk here.
Damn, that was creepy.
Can you charge it?
You said bicycle and I heard ring.
That was a little creepy.
It was cool, but it's like, really? Wow.
It's also got the little deal, the little screw molded into the plastic, the nut,
Yeah.
so you can use the adapters of the GoPro adapters on it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, those adapters are pretty standard. So
The seal seems to be really tight. I don't know if I can do a review on my camera. Guess I could. I could just take video and be like, look, this is how it looks.
just do it with the tablet.
Well, I hope this tablet will support it.
Well, if you had the right program, you could do a split screen between the camera that you just bought and the camera that you're using to tape the review of your review of the camera.
But it'll put it all on the SD card. I should be able to take the SD card out, put it in my tablet, and my tablet should be able to read that information and pull it off there and put it on YouTube. Right?
Yes, you should be able to do that, or you should be able to connect to that camera via Wi-Fi and record to your tablet, I believe, depending on how the software's set up in that camera.
I'm sorry, what? You lost me at camera, and I started spinning this coin on my desk.
Like my 8-man camera, I can connect to it via Wi-Fi. It actually has a Wi-Fi broadcasting connection, so you can connect to it with a smartphone or a tablet or whatever, and you can actually run the video and store video to the device that you connect to it with Wi-Fi. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know that it does that. Thought it did. No. 12 megapixel, 2 preview screen, 2 mounts, and wireless remote. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Hope it wasn't
Either way, you should be able to get some use out of it.
I want to do some videos on that welding cart. That was the whole plan.
Yeah, and I have a feeling it won't matter here before long anyway, because you'll probably have some more hardware in the near future.
Oh.
I'm just doing it as I can do it, guys.
Oh, crap. There's the first one.
That's contagious.
There's the first one. Well, why do you think I covered my mouth, at least?
It's contagious.
Oh, that's neat. The case has that little screw thing, the little nut built into it, and so does the camera. So you don't have to use it in the waterproof case to mount it.
Yeah. Cool.
It's supposed to be waterproof to, like, I don't know, forever.
You know, about that, well, there's this one guy, he
full HD 1080p.
He took his GoPro and he let it sit in Drano for a week. It survived 24 hours, but then he went for a week and he destroyed it.
Some people have more money than sense. Drano's a really harsh chemical.
Yeah, but he did a series of different things, like setting in Drano for a long time, and he did one that was he did one video that was like 4 or 5 different things that he like set in Drano for I don't know, a month or 3.
Micro SD memory.
Some damn thing like that, and one of them was a leather belt. So yeah, I'll just let you go watch the video if you want to. I won't spoil it for you, but it was odd. Yeah. I don't know. I like watching videos like that where we're gonna sit this in a certain, like, we're gonna leave this sit in milk for 5 months.
You know what?
Okay.
Kind of Windows. But...
You guys watch? Did you guys watch Good Mythical Morning?
Yes, we love Rhett and Link. Well, I do. I don't know if Matt does.
I mean, they got some good stuff. I mean, you know, Tiff's all about it. She loves it.
I know they have the thing where they set stuff on a shelf and leave it in different stuff. Like they did Bleach once. They've done the Shamrock.
You can't buy this cup anymore.
No way!
You can't buy this cup anymore. They discontinued it.
Ah, that sucks.
Just recently, too. They just recently discontinued this cup. I bought it right before they discontinued it for Christmas.
This is the nut.
But they got a bunch more that are really cool too, which are the same price. So, yeah, there you go. There's a good Mythical Morning cup, and it's big. It's real big.
That's what she did.
I bet she did.
That's not what I've ever been told, but little
Okay.
background information there.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe you. Just for the record, I do not believe you. There are some people I believe, and some people I would not believe about certain things. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you've never been told that. But anyway, yeah, this one you can't get anymore. I guess. I don't know. I haven't gone back to the site since to find out if you even could. So, but they said that they were going to discontinue this cup. I think that might have just been to boost sales, but you never know. But, like, nobody's afraid to use clickbait anymore because nobody gets penalized for it.
No.
Nobody even gets yelled at. Nobody even gets a stern talking to for it. So who cares? Hey, Lily.
Anything about, strippers or pulling decks or anything like that whatsoever, do we?
Nah. Lilid, welcome to the stream, bro.
Well, if that's Clint on a handlebar like that,
Hey, Pat, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming in.
you have to be sending them like that. Well, that ain't gonna work. What in the crap is this?
Yeah, Horse, I want you to be careful with that methanol there, bud. Because that stuff's a deadly poison right there. You don't want to mess around with that stuff. If it ain't like super deadly, it's still really, really super toxic. Okay, just wear gloves and things. Try not to inhale too much of that either. And for the love of anything, do not drink it.
No. Don't smoke around it.
No, don't
Common sense.
Don't do that.
I had a guy that, okay, another quick little story. Had a guy I used to work with. We call him Kentucky Fried now, but you'll know that here in a minute. Why? We used to mix our own washer fluid. And I think you know where I'm going with this. We had a methanol jug, a 55-gallon drum. We pumped it out into a jug and we poured it into our water mixture to keep it from freezing, our washer fluid. I walked back across the shop. I walk across the shop, I walk back, and I come back, and he's covered in water. And there's a little cigarette in his mouth, like still in his mouth, and he don't realize this. It was lit at one point, it's half burnt. And there's water covered him all, and he's I said, what in the heck is going on? He said, I was on fire, man. He said, I was screaming and nobody came. He said, I put myself out with a hose. He said, it was static electricity. Static electricity. I said, what about the half-lit cigarette in your mouth? He's like, oh, no, I wasn't smoking, man. It was out. It was out. I wasn't smoking. He had a half-burnt cigarette in his mouth. He was taking a chance, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah. So anyway, when you got boys making moonshine, there's a product that comes off the top, like the first liquid that comes out of the run is called head. That's right off the top of the pot. That's the first stuff to evaporate and come through the thumper. And when it come out, you're supposed to pour that off. It's usually however much yield you have 10% head, usually something like that. Well, anyway, the head consists mainly of methanol. It's the same toxin that's in bee poison, to tell you the truth. It's also in top grade racing fuels and things. So just putting that out there. The stuff's super toxic and it's flammable as anything. So if it don't kill you, it'll ruin your day. So just please be careful.
It'll maim you. That's for sure.
I want that one.
Yeah, in school you did. In school you wore protective gear. I'm just saying, Horse, just please be careful. You know, we don't want to see you get messed up or dead. So, you know, hey, number one rule in life, don't get dead, right? Well,
Unless you're playing for the all-time high score of 1,000 Ways to Die.
yeah, I watched that show, and
But we don't recommend it.
I've played the game 5 minutes, that video game, 5 minutes to kill yourself. It's retarded.
What was the one we played?
It is a real video game. It's an online game, but you're
Dumb Ways to Die.
Oh, I didn't play Dumb Ways to Die. My
Go on.
friend's kids played that game all the time, and he played it a few times. He's just like, yeah, this is dumb. Okay, I'm good.
In the title, Dumb Ways to Die.
He's more into the word puzzle games and stuff like that. That's his whole thing. He likes them. So he's playing he likes trivia games too. Like he likes trivia and he likes word puzzles and stuff. So that's his, like, Wheel of Fortune seems to be one of his favorites. He really likes that one.
I know.
But his kids, they used to sing the song for Dumb Ways to Die all the time.
Yo, get your claws out of me. Come it.
Hey, Barnyard, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Hello, hello.
Oh, my. We've been in here for a bit, huh?
What are we going to eat?
I don't know. What do you want?
Food?
We've been on here for just a minute or three. I don't know.
Oh, my leg.
Oh, Craig, do you know Wisconsin Greg on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't recall Wisconsin Greg.
He, I guess he's growing soybeans too. He just put up a video that says corn is coming up, soybeans still in the bag, and more rain predicted.
Yeah, it's not going to be a spectacular year for farming in the United States.
Well,
it's pretty wet and pretty hard to get into the fields for most of the farmers.
It's a good thing that we have plenty of reserves of frozen vegetables in big grocery warehouses across the United States. And there's lots and lots and lots and lots of canned vegetables that are still in the cans. I'm pretty
It's not
sure.
necessarily the truth, because I have a feeling that we're going to have some kind of a give or take situation with China and or Iran soon. So we may end up actually really seeing a shortage of food.
We're not going to see a shortage of food, dude. We're going to give China the big old middle finger, and we're going to bomb Iran. You want to bet me?
I don't know that China is willing to do that, because they've got people leaving left and right.
I'm serious.
Companies leaving.
I'm serious. We're going to give China the middle finger, and we're going to freaking bomb the crap out of Iran. What are you going to do?
Whatever the president says, that's what we're going to do.
The government does not want to do it, but the current administration has had it with Iran. And what happens when the Republicans get fed up? They're just like, come on, dude, come on, be reasonable. Come on, dude, be reasonable. Come on, dude, be reasonable. And finally, they're just like, snap, The Democrats will come out guns a-blazing. The Republicans will be like, come on, dude, be reasonable. Come on, dude, be reasonable. Like 100 times. And finally, they're just like, they don't even give any warning. They're just like, pop.
That's the best way to fight. You don't tell the enemy you're coming. You just go.
No, you don't.
Ass.
No, you don't. You just go and kick their ass. That's it.
And when you're done, you have breakfast. I mean, that's just the way it works.
Have yourself a big old plate of eggs and bacon.
Sunny side eggs too at that.
Yep, you know it. Oh man, I'm telling you, man, it's like
Spoonful of grits.
Americans are generally not, you know, like the commander in chief, whoever it is generally not afraid to throw a few bombs once in a while. You know, like seriously, dude, you're really, really annoying. We don't want to fight you, but you know, you've done this to yourself, essentially. So here's what we're gonna do. This here is a Moab. Catch.
Tag you're it, no tag backs.
Yeah, essentially. Like, oh, man. No, our government does take itself pretty seriously. You know, these are not light issues that, you know, can just be laughed away, or you can't just shrug it off or just brush it aside. No, we are going to give China the big middle finger, I believe, because it's not just the current administration that's been fed up with China, you know, sneaking in the back door, if you get my meaning, but they're not the only ones that have been fed up with it. There's many other administrations have been.
The other countries that are fed up with it too.
Yeah, there's other countries that have been tired of it as well, not just ours. And it's not just this presidency that's tired of it, you know. And then like you got people in our own government that are too willing to capitulate and just like tell, and it's because they don't want to give our president one. Like there's forces on both sides of the aisle that are giving the president middle finger, and they don't want him to win at all. It's like, dude, that's retarded. You're doing it just to be contrary and just to be an ass. Like the way our government works is it's kids on the playground. Like, he pulled my pigtails. Well, she threw a dirt bomb in my face. I'm going to freaking step in, and I'm going to send both of them to the freaking corner.
Hello, track.
And they're going to say, teacher, I got to pee. I'll be like, piss your pants. And let me tell you something. I was enough of a brat in one of my classes where I got sent to the corner, and I told the teacher, I really have to pee. And she's like, I don't care if you pee your pants. And I'm like, well, I do, so I wet the wall. Well, what do you want? I don't want to pee in my pants.
I don't have to sit in that mess all day.
No way, man. Right. No way. Not going to happen.
Can't get in there again.
I might have been a little kid, but I wasn't stupid. I got to pee in my pants. I don't care if the teacher tells me to pee in my pants. Get out of here. I am making tracks. How you doing? But anyway, yeah, man. Like, I don't see how anything gets done. You know, they have sessions and stuff while we're complaining about it. The machinations of government are actually like the gears are grinding and the wheels are turning and things, and you know things are getting done slowly. But we see the drama unfold, and we're just like pulling out our hair, like what's going on? And we're freaking out. But while we're like after we stop watching and we're like, while we're freaking out, there it goes. The bill just got passed. We missed it. We're like, what do you mean it got passed? It got passed like a couple days ago. I didn't even know that. Well, I'm still mad about it. Gar! You know. At least that's how a lot of what I've seen happens, because I can't pay attention to it all the time. It's like, oh,
I saw a press conference.
Aneurysm. Oh.
And the president had to say that China very much wants to make a deal, and now they're sorry for walking away from the last deal. So we'll see what happens.
Well, they give us the middle finger. We give them the middle finger. They give it back again, and it's like junior high school when you're flipping each other off across the room, you know, and the teacher catches you doing it. It's like, you kids better knock that off. You're going to end up with detention.
We're already in detention.
Well, the teacher didn't catch you. But he saw it out of the corner of his eye. He's like, I know the two of you are doing something. Knock it off. He goes back to his grading papers or whatever. And he's still like hiding behind your book, like. And the girl in front of you is like looking behind her, and she's like, "He's doing it again." Damn it! I'm really gonna pull your pigtails.
How's that neighborhood down there, Lily? Are they starting to get things cleaned up and back to normal, or are they still fighting with all that debris?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Lowlid is Pat, and he lives in southern Missouri. They got hit by a tornado literally feet away from where he is.
Yeah. I seen his live stream. Yeah. Okay. I watched it after the fact. I seen something was going on. I'm like, oh, I'll rewatch this. Usually after a live stream is over, I don't bother watching it unless it's a very short one. But I hadn't seen anything come out of him in a little bit, so I figured I needed to update. And I'm glad I did, because it was a very, very cool, FYI type of live stream. So here you go.
Ed, do we have it?
You didn't hit that thing with a hammer, did you?
No.
I'm just messing with you, buddy. The river's out. Oh, jeepers.
Yeah, they've had a massive flood down there. It hasn't helped, but we've been shipping a lot of water down that way from all our massive flooding.
Every year there's flooding in the United States, no matter what we do to, siphon it off or to prevent it from happening. All right. Every year the Connecticut River will swell, at least. And there'll be parts of it that are kind of low, like parts of the shoreline are kind of low. And when it swells, it'll flood considerably in the lower parts. And the parts where it's built up and it's higher, a little tiny bit higher, maybe like 7 or 8, maybe 6 feet higher, when the river swells, it'll still come up over the shoreline a little tiny bit. And if people's yards are right there, riverfront, it'll eat up a little bit of their backyard, and it'll get kind of boggy back there, if you catch my meaning, for like a month or two sometimes. And I watched that happen in 2014. Me and Crystal, we lived on a property where the house was. See, there's a yard there. There's the river right here, and then the yard, right? And then the street. And then here's our house, right? This is where we were living. And so we were not that far away from the river at all. And that property that was across from our house that we were living in was also part of our property. Like we had to go across the street and mow it. That was our front yard, essentially. Our front yard is essentially across the street. Everybody else has this little tiny strip of a front yard that's only like maybe 10 feet wide, you know, if that. Most of the time it's only like 6. All right,
Okay.
Matt. We'll see you.
I gotta go get some meat and go to bed.
All right, Matt. Thanks for dropping in, brother.
Later,
All right.
Making Tracks.
See you all later.
Later to Making Tracks too. We'll see you. Thanks for coming in, buddy. But yeah. So we seen one of the neighbors. It's like directly on the water. You know, like their yard is directly on the water. We've seen their backyard start to get a little boggy. And we see the water coming up, you know, like 5-6 feet into their backyard and gets 10-15 feet into their backyard. And we're like, wow. Okay. And I was talking to them later on. They're like, oh, every year our backyard floods every single year. And sometimes our basement even floods. I'm like, oh. They're like, we've been very fortunate. It's only been like a little tiny bit, but no, this year it got pretty bad. It got pretty close. And they're very, very young homeowners. They're younger than me, and they bought a home there, and yeah, very nice, very cool couple, very mellow, very, very friendly, really, really cool people. But yep, every year their yard floods. It doesn't matter if it's a bad flooding year or a mild flooding year or a dry year. It doesn't matter what it is. Their backyard gets watered every single year. So what can be done? You can build up your backyard with soil and rocks and all kinds of things, but erosion happens. It's going to eventually erode. The only way they could stem the tide is to divert the Connecticut River away from your backyard. That'd be it. That'd be the only thing. And I noticed that in our neighborhood, the type of soil that's in our yard and up next to the side of the road and stuff like that, and the way that our backyard was shaped and everybody else's backyard along that whole line, I noticed that, oh, wow, this is part of a floodplain. Because it's right up on the river. Our yards are part of a floodplain. It hasn't flooded that bad in many, many years, like hundreds of years or whatever, but no, that is a part of an ancient floodplain. I was like, yeah, I don't want to live here forever. I really don't. I really don't want to get flooded out of my house. I don't want my roof to turn into a boat. No. No way, man. Especially since we didn't have a boat there.
You don't want a houseboat?
No, not so much.
One that sinks?
No, I don't want my house to turn into ancient Roman ruins on the shoreline. No.
Can you hand me the TV remote? Let me swim and get it.
No, we're not doing the water world thing, Burrow. No, it's just not going to happen.
The water parks in the bedroom?
Yeah. Oh, Boneyard's going too.
Yeah.
Later. I missed him.
It's reaching that 10 o'clock pinnacle time in Central Time, which is 11 o'clock on the Eastern Coast. And
yeah, it's about 20 of here.
So it's about that witching hour for most all people. Some of us are ever very common, but
Whatever. I don't care. I've been on here for hours. I was on this one. I was on the other one. I'm okay. I was on Jimmy C earlier. I've been streaming all freaking day. I don't care. Whatever. You want to go? Let's go. Let's do it.
Happy Hazy this morning.
Well, I was in Hazy's chat for a little bit, but I didn't go on his panel. He was working.
I was in there just right before or right after you left, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I took off because I was doing other stuff. Like I said, this is all I've been doing for the past few weeks because I frankly haven't had anything to pour. And now I want to get back to my now that I'm gonna have a little bit of money, a little tiny bit of money to buy some more resin. I'm finding that I actually want to get back into my lighter projects and finish off a few of them if I can. Oof. Yeah, I gotta go shake the dew off the lily, so I'm gonna call it quits. But thank you for having me on the stream tonight.
Thank you for coming on.
I'd
like to know how that editing software install goes. So
very, very cordial of you.
Thank everybody for coming in. I think that we'll probably call it a night.
All right.
And we'll be back here, not here on this channel, but we'll be back to Twisted R Racing tomorrow night, somewhere around the 7 o'clock hour, I believe. So y'all get a chance, come over and check us out. Thinking about you, Matt, and your situation's been kind of a rough week.
Yeah, man.
We're all here with you, man.
We love you, bro. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for putting my mind at ease.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm happy to see you, brother.
Yeah, we're glad to know that you're weathering. You're weathering the storm well. So we're good. We're good. Anyway, yeah, I got to get out of here. It's a bit of urgency now, so I'm going to say good night. Good night.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you on the flipper. Have a good one.